Not all have the possibility to camp in a cave, so I feel obligated to do this one. You're watching Robcall Nature's YouTube channel, and this is Nordic cave camping.
Well, problem number one.
Hello.
There's no reception here whatsoever.
Well, we're just gonna head inside and then I'll get things organized, some lighting, and then we'll talk a little bit about this place. Hello.
Is my hair okay? Well, before we set up camp for tonight, a little bit about this place. First of all, there's not 1 square meter dry in this place, because it's dripping water everywhere from the roof. So I'm gonna camp in a tent tonight. I've scoured the internet and there's not one word of info about this place. This is not a natural cave. This is a man-made cave, but the entrance of this place, it looks so picturesque. Just like in the movies. The only evidence of this place, why it's here, is in the opening. During the Cold War, there was a boom of building bomb shelters. Even today, they build bomb shelters. This man-made cave is close to a factory, an old factory. That's why I think it's here, because there are some really old rusty blast doors at the entrance. I don't know if written in the law in Finland, but I think you have to have, is if you have a factory, then there has to be a bomb shelter. So when they built the factory, they also started building this shelter. How old it is, I don't know.
I've got a feeling that we'll do just fine in here. I put the foam mattress just under where I'm gonna put my sleeping cot. That way the legs from the cot can't poke holes through the floor of this tent. I've had this tent since I was 12 years old. It's made in the early 90s and I've had it for a long time. And it has never broken on me yet, and I've used this tent a lot. The chances of the stones breaking, ripping this floor, I don't think so. Most of the time, what you don't see behind the camera is the provision bags, food, batteries, cameras, lights. Everywhere I put down my stuff, there seemed to be something dripping on it.
Well, problem number 1. There's no reception here whatsoever. So there ain't gonna be any YouTube watching tonight.
This cave isn't that big. The big cavern is like 100 square meters. And then there's the tunnel that goes in, and then it goes like a sideways tunnel, and then there is this big cavern. Let's get dinner going. That'll be fun. For tonight we're making one of my favorites. It's like a cabbage casserole. Usually you make this in the oven. It's gonna be interesting how it turns out when using only my mess kit. I've never tried this before, so it's gonna be really interesting. So, the main ingredient: pre-diced cabbage, 1 onion, and a couple of cubes of butter. Then we've got ground pork and beef, a small container of salt and pepper, beef bouillon, and 1 bay leaf. I'm gonna put you guys out here. I like to brown the cabbage in batches, but since we're doing this in a canteen, I'm doing all at once. I'm putting the salt in so that the cabbage starts sweating. Well, now I've browned the cabbage with the onions, and now I think I'm gonna put in the minced meat so that we get that browned. Usually you should brown it separate with the cabbage, but we'll just have to make do. Yeah, so we just added the pepper and beef bouillon,
Now we're gonna cover it, maybe half of it, with some water, and then it's gonna be simmering slowly for an hour or so. So now I just took down the gas flame so that it's just the smallest possible flame. It's gonna be puttering away for an hour. And then about halfway we're gonna add some heavy cream. There's not much to do when you don't have any internet reception. Now it's just a waiting game. I like to brown the cabbage in batches, but since we're just the food coma is setting in. Before we head to sleep, I wanna go and get some night shots of that cave entrance. Well, it's getting late. Let's get back inside and crawl inside that sleeping bag. Well, good morning, guys. It's almost 7 o'clock. There should even be some light by the time we get out. Well, that was that. Let's get out of here. Thank you, cave. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye.